Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Denver Broncos. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and it's 3rd and 5. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Back to throw. Perkins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Looking to throw. Perkins. He's going to wipe. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. Now Gordon on 1st down. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On 3rd down, Perkins. And he's going to go down. He sack back at the 24. Bradley Chubb picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Badgley's kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go. On the ready.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. And at the end of it, he stripped. Ball comes loose and picked up by the Chargers. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of him, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
They begin with Michel on the ground. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Now Michel. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10.
Check 4. Switch.
On 3rd down, Michel. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. On first down, Michelle. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They'll run on first down. Gordon. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A give to Michelle running right. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. On 4th down, Perkins. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll try the left side. It's Moss. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And room there to work it inside the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
letting one go deep for the... And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And an alley to run. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. On the ground, Michel. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. They're running it. It's Michel. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Anthony Lynn went for it but did not get it. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Drop deep, drop deep.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Check. What? Go.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The Broncos send out their punter now. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Charger drive about to get going. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Check. Check.
Back to throw. Perkins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. From the 25 on second down. Lock. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no,
that's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 59 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Operating from the gun, Perkins to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Lock to throw on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football, and take it in the opposite direction.
They're going to try and run the option right. And he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a one-point game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Yes. 3 bud.
Ready? Locke trying again after the pick six. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Locke to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52. Get it.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Throwing on 1st down, Perkins. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run with Michel, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Perkins. It's Williams on the catch. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Come on, come on. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. You're not ready. You're not ready. 57. Mike 57.
On 4th down, Perkins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter, and the Broncos will take over on downs. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Clock now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lock. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
4 down, 4 down. Line 52.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lock. Fine time to his left. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They'll get this out wide to Taylor. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. On 1st and 10, Perkins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll try Michelle here running on the right side. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michelle. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Sony Michel, his 1st touchdown of the new season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Hey, orbit.
From midfield, here's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Locke now on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Locke again here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. To throw it is Locke. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. After the turnover, here's Locke. He sets to fire deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. On 1st down, Locke. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Calvin Ridley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point from McManus is good, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now Locke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, Alpha, hustle.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. Well, both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Perkins. There goes a deep ball in, and this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. In for the score. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Let's go,
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Chargers on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Perkins. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Bradley Chubb getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Locke. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20.
We play to win. Let's go.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Into the red zone, it's Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. From 17 yards out. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for two. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The Charger drive about to get going. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And it's Michel once again. He'll have a first down past the 40. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. On first down, Michel. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. On second down now, Michel. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Perkins. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Rabbit. Hey, Haywood. Go. Better bring it. Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
Clock will try again on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, wahoo! 44's Mike. Check. Go. 5.
One final try for Locke. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. If we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't geeks, too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that, but a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap, that's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go on your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.